shit.
So I mean, like, pretty much, I guess, we're going to start, like, how we, this is the whole situation, like,
It doesn't matter, wherever you feel.
So I mean, I guess really, me and this girl have been, like, I met this girl whenever I got into 6th grade, and that was whenever I really started being interested in girls. Like, I turned 12, I probably hit puberty faster than everybody my age, you know, like, I started growing facial hair, like, all that stuff. I'm like, and I was just ready to start talking to girls and, like, start doing more than just, like, hanging out. And I was very young when I started understanding this, I guess, concept and everything. And, you know, like, for a long time, I talked to girls and everything, and, you know, we're all young, so, you know, all you can do when you're that young and everything's hang out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So after a while, I just kind of got, like, I guess if you want to say tired, and then I found this one girl, and I started talking to her for a long time, and I was actually being a pussy. I was always like, hey, I'm like, texted her every day, good morning, how are you doing? It wasn't even my fucking girlfriend, nothing.
Right.
She didn't give a damn shit about me or nothing. So for, like, the first few years, I was just like, okay, I guess I'm not gonna even talk to her.
Yeah.
A few years went by, and then we got past middle school, we got into high school, and then we really started, we met at a party after not talking for so long, got together again, and then we started dating, and then I slipped up and stuff happened, and then afterwards, we kind of got over it. Then we really got serious into it, and that's whenever, I guess, the 2 to 3 years of our relationship started. And then after we pretty much, you know, started, I guess, getting real serious with each other, I had her move in and everything. You know, we were with each other every day, like, and all that, like, and I guess, you know, I got real comfortable with it and everything, and then, you know, things got a little bit iffy towards, like, the end, I guess. I mean, that always does. It always gets bumpy.
Right.
But pretty much, we had partied. We had went to a party whenever I was just getting ready to turn 20 here, July 4th passed, and you know, I kind of noticed her actions were a little bit different, and for a long time I had noticed that I have been doing a lot of stuff wrong, but she stuck around. So I'm like, okay, well, it must not be anything. Yeah. And she always told me, she's like, oh, I want you to be nice to me. I want you to be cool with me. Like, I want you to bring me flowers, talk to me whenever you can. And, you know, thinking that's what I was supposed to do, I did it. And it was crazy that I did it because it didn't work like that with her and I the first time. Yeah. Even when we were younger. Right. It didn't work. Yeah. And I did it again. I made the same mistake again. Yeah. And then she works at a bar, so she went and some guy came through. Yeah. I guess she liked the way that he spoke, the way he moved, what he did, and everything. And they went and hooked up. And you know, I didn't know anything about it at first. And then you know, being insecure, like I was, but I guess really my insecurity drove me towards it drove me towards what I'm going through right now, which at some point I'll be able to be grateful for it because I'll learn and grow from it and everything. Because I'm still, like you said, very young. And you know. So I found out about it after reading through her phone, and I had done, actually, you know, before that I had done that multiple times. Yeah. You know, I had looked through her phone multiple times, and the universe gave me what I guess I was looking for after doing it so much. And I found out about it, you know, and I'm bummed, and it's like probably like 2 a.m, and I wake her up, I'm like, hey, what the fuck is this? Yeah. And then she kind of tries to, like, explain it to me and everything, and then it comes out a certain way, and then, like, you know, I'm like, just so madly in love because this is my first love, if you want to call it. And so I'm like, you know what? I was like, I did the same at one point. I was like, I just need to forgive her. And, you know, I did try to forgive her, but the moment that I forgave her, I noticed that she was asking for space because I guess I was being a pussy. You know, I wasn't being manly enough. I wasn't being the man that I was being whenever we first started dating again. Yeah. Because whenever we first started dating again, I didn't tell her, I just kind of kept it to myself, like, okay, I don't care if this works or not, you know, I just want, like, at least I tried. Yeah. You know, if it doesn't work, I just had that I don't give a shit kind of attitude about it. And it kind of faded after a while because, you know, like, there was more of a chance of me losing her and, like, me getting hurt more, so I started trying to give her what I thought she wanted, like, love, affection, flowers, all that kind of shit. Right. And then, you know, like I said, she went and found somebody who probably just doesn't give a shit about her, you know, and that happened. And then so I was just kind of like, you know, I've been upset about it for the past few days, and it's been hard. Like, I've texted her multiple times, you know, telling her, like, how we could try again, what we could do, couples counseling maybe, you know, whatever we can do. Like, I just wanted it to work out, but obviously that's not the case. You know, she wants her time. So after a while, you know, like, as a person, you really do get tired. You do get tired of, like, I guess if you want to say, waiting. And so I told her, I was like, look, I really can't do this no more. You know, like, whether or not you're gonna go hook up with this dude, whenever you're going through stuff like this, you start thinking irrationally. If not irrationally, you just start thinking a lot. So I'm like, okay, whatever, you know, if you're gonna go hook up with this dude, go ahead and do that while it's your time off. You know, I don't give a shit, but I'm gonna go do what I have to do. Right. And for a long time, I have abandoned, like, my mission, my purpose, like, as a man, and put her in front of, and not only her, but other relationships in front of my purpose. You know, and it makes it hard for her to trust me if I don't even trust myself. Right. So, you know, just kind of like, after a while, like, I just really got tired of just this gut-wrenching feeling of whether, oh, maybe she's gonna come back. Oh, well, what if she comes back and she fucked the dude again? You know, it's like, that's really none of my business at this point. You know, like, I just gotta move on and try to do. But, like, really, the tough part about it is trying to move on. You know, trying to not text her, trying not to, you know, like, want to just message one of her friends, or, you know, post something on someone's story so that she'll see you. You know, it's kind of hard to, I guess, not give into those temptations. So.
Yeah, so with the moving on and everything, it's always going to be, like you said, it's your first, like, real love, and anyone kind of going through this, like, a lot of people in your situation, right? People will be having dated someone since high school, or maybe their first girlfriend's in college or something. It's like it's their first, like, love, right? And that's always the one that kind of stings the most, because it's like, okay, the first time you really feel, like, connected to someone, you're like, this is my everything, this is my person. You even said that you, like, you were, like, living with the girl, you're seeing each other, like, all the time. So this person becomes, like, it becomes a part of who you are, right? And that's what kind of relationships are for, right? Relationships come from the word relating, right? And you're relating with each other. And when you're relating with each other, well, you start to become, like, very much similar to each other, and they're your partner. So that initial first month is gonna fucking suck. I don't care who you are. I don't care how high status you are. We're human, right? No matter what you know, you're gonna be in some sort of fucking pain. And there are some things that you can do, like, to kind of push past it, stop thinking about her. But the thing that she's going to notice the most is your respect to just, like, for yourself by not reaching out to her. So she does some fucked up shit, right? That sucks. And no matter what you did, I don't care how, like I said, we were talking about Will Smith, Will Smith, one of the most high status men in the fucking world, makes like $30 million a movie. He's a very attractive man, great fucking shape, right? He gets fucking fucked over by his fucking wife, right? So it's gonna happen. Right? No matter who you are, it's capable. It can happen to anyone, right? And just knowing that, like, that's not your fault. Nothing that happened, nothing that transpired is your fault. Yeah, you did some things wrong. Whoop-de-fucking-do. We all do some things wrong. I do some things wrong. Your father does some things wrong. Everyone does some things wrong. He's over there. But the truth is, like, because we do things wrong, that doesn't make it acceptable for her to treat you like a fucking piece of flaming dog food. You know what I'm saying? So what's going to really attract her is your respect for yourself by not reaching out, not saying, like, not trying to, like, try to make the relationship work. And I know you've done some things in the past.
Yeah, of course.
So, and she's made it work with you. So for you, and from your standpoint, it's like, okay, like, because probably, like, you're a little more accepting because you've done things in the past, right? But the thing is, like, nowadays, like I said, you as you get older, you mature up a little bit and everything. And with that maturity becomes that respect for yourself. And when you're able to just, like, kind of say, you know, fuck it, you know, and it didn't work out right now, I'm going to walk away. In the future, could it work? Maybe. Yeah, but it could maybe in the future. But right now, I'm going to go out there. I'm going to play my cards. I'm going to go out on dates with other women. I'm going to hang out with other women. There's fucking thousands and millions of fucking women out here. We're in Missouri right now. In St. Louis, there's thousands of fucking beautiful women out. I went out last night. I was like, oh, crap. I'm seeing big boobs. I'm seeing titties. I'm seeing all these things. I'm like, holy shit. And there's thousands of women out there. And, you know, I think you're still at a young age where you're 20 years old. that's very young, right? At age 20, like, I was trying to figure out what type of girls I like. You know, you've been dating this girl for, like, on and off for a while, right? A long time, since middle school. You don't really know what other types of, like, what it'd be in a relationship with someone who, like, maybe likes, like, rock and roll, or maybe someone who's, like, architect, or maybe someone who's into rent. You know, you don't know, right? Yeah. There's other types of girls out there that might be a better fit for you, and you don't know, right? And maybe in the future, like, you might realize that, oh, this girl is a good fit for me. This is my everything. I doubt it, though, because you never... The odds that you're the first person you really start dating is the perfect fit for you, slim to none. Yeah. Slim to fucking none. I've dated, you know, the amount of different girls that I've dated, my first girlfriend, I realized is nothing that I wanted. Yeah. Absolutely nothing, right? Yeah. And if I was dating my first girl, the girl I first started dating, I'd be dating a crack whore. So that's the truth. So you never... It's really unlikely that you meet someone so strong enough to build a future with the first time. And one of the reasons why the divorce rate nowadays is so high, right, is because people who get married at a younger age. A lot of people would marry their, like, high school sweethearts and shit like that back in the earlier days. Well, now we have access to so many different women. You got Instagram where you can DM a fucking chick and, like, meet up with her, or you can Tinder or Bumble, all these dating apps where you can meet people. And it's just given us a huge access, a wider variety of women, that now we have access to all these women. Well, now these men who got married at a young age, they never had the access, and they realized, whoa, shit, there are fucking better fits for me out there. They're not happy with their wife because some of them are getting disrespected and shit like that, and they're not happy. And that's what the divorce comes in, because with you, you're still young. I feel like you still gotta, like, pick and choose, like, see who's out there for you. But I mean, at this time, right, you're gonna be feeling that pain, and the best thing to, and I'm gonna say this multiple times, and not just to you, but to everyone else out there, the best thing to do is get yourself back in the fucking field. Just get out there, just start talking to them. And yeah, at first, you know, obviously she's gonna still be on your mind and shit, no matter who you start dating or, like, going on with. Yeah, you might go on a date tonight, or you might go on one tomorrow, and you might realize, yeah, you're having a good time, but you go to the bathroom, and all of a sudden the fucking girl comes up in your mind, you know? That's just what happens. It's natural. But you gotta have, time will heal the wound, but you also want to limit the amount of time that you're thinking about her. Yeah. And the best way to limit the amount of time that you're thinking about her, staying on your mission, staying focused, positive fucking thought loops in your mind. You want to hang around with positive people. You know, your father's a very positive person. You want to hang out with him. Your brothers are really... they seem like very outgoing, very positive. You want to be out with them. Your friends are going to be out there supporting you. Family, I can't stress enough. I'm on your side. I'm fucking part of your team. I'm out there kind of going to try to push for you too. And, you know, with those positive thought loops and watching positive shit, that's the thing that's going to really put you in the strongest atmosphere, because it's gonna be hard, but the negative emotions, the negative thoughts are going to come. They're going to come. Yeah. We are who we are, right? And we are our default setting. So if these negative thoughts continuously are coming into your brain, you're going to naturally just become a negative person, right? And this is why so many people become they portray a negative image of themselves, because something like a breakup happens, and they can't get over it, and they think about it all over and over and over again, and they become a negative person. Their shoulders are slouched, they're talking like this, they're not happy, and no one wants to be around them, no one wants to talk to them, and then other girls, they don't want to be around them either. They don't want to give them a fucking chance. I've made this mistake before when I've gotten dumped on my ass. I was a negative, and no girls wanted to be around me, right? But if you train yourself to portray positive emotions, and this is one of the reasons why I listen to dance music, right? That it just pumps you up. It just you're pumping your fists and shit. And that's me kind of, and that's one of the reasons I bark. I go, hoo, 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 right? You let out good fucking emotions, and you feel good after it, and those emotions kind of like, they go to your head, and then you just naturally feel good. And what happens is, A, you're becoming more positive. B, you're starting to think about the chick way fucking less. C, you start to get over her. You start to care about her less, and then you're like, wow, this girl kind of sucked, because why the fuck did she disrespect my ass? Yeah. Why the fuck would she do that to me? I'm a fucking king. I'm a fucking emperor. I want a girl who wants to be part of my kingdom. Do you think she wants to be part of my kingdom if she's going behind my back with some rando from a bar?
Yeah.
Fuck that. You know? So, I know, obviously it's going to suck at first, but you got it in you, and you just got to realize your fucking value, your self-worth. And when you have the self-respect to walk away and not put up with that shit, what's going to happen is she's going to respect you. She's going to start begging for you back. She's going to start hitting your ass up, and you're going to be like, get out of here, you little fly, you little parasite. Get the fuck out of here. I got a rack of bitches like hitting me up and snacking into my DMs and everything. So that's kind of what you want to, and you're obviously going to get there, and you're going to feel good, and obviously it's probably fresh off whatever.
Yeah.
So it's going to be on your mind, but, go out tonight, have a good time, be with your friends, surround yourself with positive people, and I'm telling you, shit's gonna start going up, and you're gonna grow from this. As much pain that you're in, you're gonna fucking grow.
Of course, yeah. That's what I'm looking forward to after all of this. Is just really kind of the growth and the lessons that I'm gonna learn from everything of this. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate the advice.
Yeah.
I mean, really, like that's the best thing that I can have right now. Some advice, some people won't take it, some people will. Anything helps right now, especially whenever you're recovering through something like this, or you're really trying to get back up on your mission, back on track.
Right.
It helps whenever you have advice, and especially from someone like you who specializes in this kind of stuff. It definitely helps a lot, So I really appreciate it.
Yeah, and the thing that happens with breakups and everything, right? And just like a quick point before we go. It's gonna knock your ass on the ground. It just, no matter who you are, no matter what state you're in, when you really know a fucking girl and she goes away, it's gonna knock your ass on the ground, right? It's a test of your fucking manhood. How are you gonna fucking recover? It's like you're going out there in war. If you get stabbed, are you gonna lie there and just like bleed out, or are you gonna try to fucking find a way to survive and go up forward, right?
Of course, yeah.
So to test your manhood, you're gonna grow from this, and I already know with you and who you are as a person, you're gonna be fucking up here real fucking soon. So
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep.